reason why you people obese, man. The Lord loves that fat on the altar, man. And we're standing on the altar. So the Lord's got a good fatted sacrifice, and it's your ass, man, if you don't repent.
May I say something on the food part? Watching this article today, diabetes, what they say, diabetes 2, what is it called?
Type 2 diabetes.
Type 2 diabetes. It's processed, it's a disease from processed food. That's all it is. But they say type 2 diabetes, it's just disease from processed food, man.
It's disease from being GMO baby at the end of the day.
And gluttony.
Yeah.
Look, the Lord will destroy you or punish you for being gluttonous. Eating whatever the hell you see all day long, man. He'll punish you for that. Give you gout, you know, in your foot from eating all that shrimp, pork, crab, and lobster. You see, give you that belly that can't go away. You're trying to work out, that belly's still right there. That's the Lord punishing you, man.
That's why you nigga women got that booty do.
Yep.
Your stomach stick out more than your booty do. Yep. All that damn seafood, all that abominable food, man, is sitting in your body in a horrible way. But that's a part of the curses too that was put on you. No more girdle or rent. So all these little things that you partaking in are putting you in this lower state, man.
Yep. Right, man. Hey, self control, right? That's foreign to these people, man. You know, discipline, that's foreign to you Babylonians, man. But all this is about to be cut off, man.
That's right.
We're going back to the ancient past, man. In the ancient past, discipline was the center of our culture, man. The law, statute, commandments, right, oppose nigger culture, which nigger culture is nothing but a culture of undisciplined people, man. This is why you just live your life as natural brute beasts, man, made to be taken and destroyed. Hey, as a matter of fact, you could grab that in Psalm chapter 49, last verse, right? Because you get this from your father Esau, right? There's a reason why scriptures likens particular nations as unto beasts, right? Because beasts pretty much act off of we'll just read that real quick.
Yep. This is Psalms 49 and verse 20. It says, man that is in honor.
Man that is in honor. Now, who's that man that's in honor right now? Esau, Edom. How the Lord set at the basis of men, right, up over his kingdom. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, man that is in honor and understandeth not.
And understandeth not, meaning you don't have wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Go ahead.
It's like the beast that perish.
It's like the beast that perish. This is why we're in a beast system. Because the man that's in rulership, he understandeth not. He doesn't understand the ways of righteousness. He doesn't understand the way how life should truly be governed, man. And as scripture says in Sirach, the 10th chapter, as the officer is, so are those in his kingdom, man. So you have Esau, Edom, a brute beast, right? And that's everybody else that's living up under this man's vibration, right? And what do brute beasts? What are their characteristics? They'll piss and shit right in front of you. They'll eat anything. A dog return to his vomit, right? Dog don't give a damn if you read precept after scripture about how unclean pork is.
Right.
You know, they're going to eat unclean things because they're beasts, man. Right? That's what you try to talk to a Christian. You know, give them Bible verses as well as, you know, so-called scientific studies, right, about the harmful effects of swine, shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. They still gonna eat it because they're beasts. We live in a society where people's God is their belly, man. You could grab that in the book of Philippians, but let's get that in whatever you got, bro. And then, okay. All right, this Hey, and also once again, as the elder apostle Ramlav had went into earlier, Esau is going to trick you people, right? The same way how he got succumbed into being pretty much giving up his birthright, man, by his belly. See, Esau said, well, what good is this birthright doing to me, right? He sold his birthright for some bread, man, for a morsel of meat, because his God was his belly. See, and that's the man that's ruling over you today. So of course you should expect fast food places, you know, undisciplined people. Baba Kashab, somebody could grab Sirach chapter 6 in the GNT, but let's get that real quick.
All right, this is 2 Ezra chapter 7 and verse 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time.
It says, but the day of doom, what does doom mean? Destruction, shall be the end of this time. So if you want to know your latter end, well, what is the Lord's will? People flood the churches every goddamn Sunday, going to T.D. Jakes' church. I just want to know what the Lord's will is. The Lord's will is to bring holy hell upon your ass, man. Go ahead, Doc.
in the beginning of immortality.
In the beginning of immortality. So the only way immortality, right, is going to come, the day of doom and great death and destruction is going to have to come, man. See, and this is why we're girding ourselves up now. Those of us that's sincere in this thing, right, stacking up treasure, stacking up alms, stacking up, you know, understanding, wisdom, and knowledge, man, right? We're about to come in times to where it's going to be a very harsh and rigid transition, man. But we got to go through it in order to come into this time of immortality. You got it, bro.
It says, wherein corruption is past.
Wherein corruption is past. Now, where is this corrupt? Who's the seat of corruption? Let's grab that in Revelation 19:2 real quick.
It says, verse 44, intemperance is at an end.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. We're going to go back to that. Let's see where that corruption comes from. Revelation 19. Well, you start from verse 1.
All right.
You go to that word corruption on the online.
It's Revelation chapter 19, verse 1. And after these things, I heard a great voice of much people in heaven saying, Hallelujah, salvation and glory and honor and power unto Yahawah. For true and righteous are his judgments.
For true and righteous are his judgments. Go ahead.
For he hath judged the great whore.
For he hath judged the great whore. Who's that great whore? America, man. When you read Revelation the 17th chapter, right, he goes down into the details of the destruction or the judgments of that great whore, man. Go ahead,
Which did corrupt the earth with her fornication.
See that? Which did corrupt the earth with her fornication. So we just read in 2nd Ezra the 7th chapter, right, the corruption is cut off. So we're seeing who's the seat of corruption. Because you had that video, one of the elders had shared in the chat earlier today, right? Andrew Tate, right? Pretty much like there's no reason why I should go to America. You know, like there's nothing but pretty much like wickedness from here. Well, that's right, man. Because Scripture says in Revelation 17:5, right, that she's the abominations of the earth, man. America is the root problem of every single issue that's going on at planet Earth, man. Right? That's the reason. America is the reason why adultery is rampant. Even over there in Iran, the reason why them fucking women they protesting because they don't want to wear their hijabs because of America, man. That wine. Right? The reason why ultimately the world's about to go into World War III is because of this great whore, man.
I got you.
Okay.
It's Philippians chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 18. It says, For many walk, of whom I have told you often, and now tell you even weeping, that they are the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach.
Yeah, 2/3 of our people, they're the enemies of the cross of Hamashiach Yahawah. Go ahead, because they treat the blood of Yahawah as some light thing, some vain thing, man. Right? This is why, hey, bro, and like Yahawah said in Matthew the 12th chapter, these are my brothers and sisters, those who do the will of Yahawah, man. Right? Anybody else who's not inside of this circle, you're our enemies, man. For the gospel's sake, you made room for us. Go ahead.
Philippians 3:19, whose end is destruction.
Yeah, whose end is destruction. The day of doom shall be the end of this world. Go ahead.
Whose God is their belly.
Whose God is their belly. See, you people, and belly just don't necessarily mean, you know, your stomach. You know, just belly goes into your lust, your desires, right? The things that you crave.
Serving the flesh.
You're serving the flesh, man. Well, even when I'm glad you brought that up. When you go into that word flesh in the Greek, it's sarx, which literally means the animal nature within man. So we're living around a bunch of goddamn animals, man.
Yeah. That's why we were considered beasts or creatures before Adam was given the way, that breath of life.
God. And that's why we live in a beast system, man. Once again, bro, we sit in the belly of the beast. These people, like, bro, you gotta understand. Everybody you looking at, these are natural brute beasts. Let's get that, Jude.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got
what?
2 Peter.
Okay, you
2.
get that, yeah.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2. I'm gonna start at verse 12. It says, But these as natural brute beasts.
But these as natural brute beasts, talking about these goddamn scoffers, man. People come up to the camp, they look at this sign right here. They look at this sign like here, like we in the wrong. And they scoffing, flipping us off, throwing eggs and shit. No, you're the natural brute beast. If you worship an image like this, you gotta be a fucking beast, man. So like it for the French.
Yep.
You know, but he's the reason why your people has been scattered into the 4 corners of the earth, raped, robbed, murdered, plundered. But you still worshiping that? You the beast, man. Go ahead, huh?
Hey, that's why it says you're an enemy of the cross of Hamashiach. This is being an enemy. of the cross of Mashiach. Worshiping this image right here, you made an enemy to the Lord, man. And you're gonna come find out that you worshiping this, you're gonna be an enemy, man. You're gonna see in the day of the Lord.
But that's the vibration on most people. They don't care about the origins of that image, the evil that comes with it, the vibration that comes with it. A prime example, today, with the Balenciaga, out in the open, promoting, children pedo behavior in their advertisement. But niggas still wearing their shit, niggas still taking pictures. They don't care about the root evil of a thing.
Because beasts don't, animals or beasts, they don't have discernment. They don't have logical, keen, think or reasoning skills, man.
Critical thinking skills.
Critical thinking skill. And when you read Sirach, the 17th chapter, it goes into that. How the seventh was imparted unto man, understanding and wisdom and knowledge, But that man is talking about the sons of God, man. The elect men. Anybody else, bro, you weren't given understanding. You weren't given that seventh part, man, to understand. So that'll put you in the classification or the genre as beast. So we're living around fucking beast. You got fucking the nigger woman. She in the kitchen boiling crabs. The crabs falling out the pot. She wrestling with the crabs, trying to put it back. You a beast, man. Like, here, this thing got claws and it's a sea roach, man. And you don't see nothing wrong with that. But you scoff at brother that I eat lamb. Lamb, what's wrong with you? You ain't Jesus. Fuck out of here, man. You're a beast, man. You got it, bro.
That's the form of being laden with iniquity, because laden, it means like to stack upon, like just keep on just sopping it up. They sopping themselves up with iniquity, man.
Running up the tab.
Yeah. 2 Peter chapter 2, chapter 2, verse 12, I'm gonna finish it. It says, but these as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of the things that they understand not.
That's it. So the Lord made you. Yes, of course, the Lord made you. But He's made you to be taken and destroyed, man. And Lord willing, hey, we're part of that number. You're going to be taken by the hands of those hunters, man, of the elect men, and we're going to actually play part in destroying your asses, man. Because right now we can't commence judgment physically, man. But Lord knows, hey, man, shit. Hey, sometimes the Spirit of the Lord, hey, that zeal will rouse up in you like Phineas did, man. When Phineas had thrust through that Midianitish woman, that was joined into Baal Peor. You're a fucking beast, you out there worshiping other idols, man. Here Yahawah Shemashah done woke you up. You was calling yourself a color, and He woke you up, gave you a true identity, placed the Holy Spirit inside of you, gave you laws, statutes, commandments, gave you a true rich culture, but yet you want to worship the God of Kemet. You want to read the Book of the Dead. Which how could you even be attracted to a book like that? It's called the Book of the Dead, proving how people love death, man. All right. What was you holding?
Jeremiah 15:1.
Okay, hold that real quick. Let's grab that.
This
And
is
you
Second Ezra.
Okay, what?
This is Second Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 44. It says, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off.
Can you read that again?
Second Ezra, chapter 7, and verse 44. Intemperance is at an end.
That's right. Intemperance is at an end. What is intemperance? Lack of self-restraint. See? So this is prophecy, man. Lack of self-restraint. This is at an end, bro. Niggas can't restrain themselves from not sleeping around with another man's wife. They just burning in they lust, man. Niggas can't restrain themselves to keep their hand out the cookie jar, man. But for real, See, because once again, our culture is based and rooted in discipline, man. Discipline is a beautiful thing. Discipline, what does Scripture say? The desire of discipline leadeth thee to a kingdom, man. See? And primarily, first and foremost, you should be disciplined in getting an understanding of Yahawah Shemashah, getting an understanding of your power as being priests, man. Because we're a nation of kingdom and priests. Priests, they have to be disciplined in their regimen, man. They have to be disciplined in keeping themselves pure and unspotted from particular things that'll make them impure, to where they'll disqualify them from going in the temple and sacrificing. Priests, they have to be disciplined in the ordinance of Yahawah Shemashah, so they'll know what type of sacrifice to give that'll be pleasing to Yahawah Shemashah, man. This is what the Lord is grooming us to be. As a matter of fact, grab that in Isaiah 1:26 real quick. Right?
Hey, if I can say too,
God.
you know, we go back to the garden, you know. Go back to the garden, you know, when you have Cain and Abel. What did Cain do? He basically gave a sacrifice that wasn't pleasing to the Lord, you know. And what is he doing today? The same spirit follows. He don't get that same. He giving the same sacrifice of food. And what's that bringing forth? They're bringing forth what? His destruction.
Yeah.
All right. That's why the Lord said, hold on to him and wait, because he's the one that's gonna put Esau down. All right. But look at Abel. Abel gave what? A righteous sacrifice. But just like the world today, when we're putting out these righteous sacrifices out here on the highways and byways and the videos, what are they starting to look? They look to persecute us. All right, they hate us. All right, so that's why we're not of this world.
Yeah.
Because of this world, you got to live lustfully, do as thou wilt. You know, like you just been going into, pleasing to the flesh. If we're pleasing to the flesh, then the world would accept us. But we're trying to step away from that. Like I said, back away from the table of abomination. And when we do that, what do? They hate us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, that's why Scripture says don't envy the dainties of a man, right? Of his tables they envy thee, man. Mm-hmm. But see, going back to that undisciplined nature that's inside of Jake, right? He just can't restrain himself from the table of Esau, man. Hey, the Lord says you can't, or Salakia, Paul says you can't drink of the cup of the Lord and of the cup of devils. See? But our people want to have both.
Right.
They can't restrain themselves, man. They can't restrain themselves from the dainties of this world. Right?
Cake and eat it too.
Exactly. Yeah, have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
You know, as a matter of fact, you got that in Sirach 6 in the GNT.
Yeah, what you want?
Verse 20, Bible shop. Right? Because going back to the scripture like the brother just read, intemperance is at an end, man. Right? We know the end is going to come through Esau, Edom. Esau is the end. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Right? So the lack of self-restraint is going to be no more after Esau is put out of power, man. Hey, because starting with the Greeks, right? What did it say in the book of 1 Maccabees? Once they came into power, they set crowns upon themselves, and many evils were multiplied in the earth. Right? Those evils consisted of a plethora of things all across the board, man. Right? We'll be here all night trying to go down a whole laundry list of all the evils and new inventions that just sprung up on planet Earth after the so-called white man came, man.
Right.
So this is why this place, missiles make sense, famine makes sense, right? Race wars make sense, the Leviathan makes sense. The chariots coming and topping off this place makes sense, man. Because there's a lot of shit that got to be uprooted, man. Even outside of us. A lot of stuff got to be burnt up inside of us, man. And that's why the Lord putting these particular fiery trials in us, man. And you should be in that mindset of hating. Like when the Lord shows you particular things and character flaws, right, inside of you, you should hate that shit, man. You shouldn't play on it, you know. And the Lord show it to you, and you don't rebuke it, you know. You don't take time to fast it out, to pray it out, to study. You know? No, you should hate anything that opposes Yahawah.
All right, y'all, we breaking off. We started right back up here in a second. Got the elder from Arkansas with us today. All right. How was your week, man?
Man, she was alright, bro.
I'm live too, by the way. Just,
Oh, she was alright. Just about to start talking.
no, you good. You can talk. You know what I'm saying? Just let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that video Kawan put in the chat. That lady talking about the Bible says all nations gonna be blessed.
Oh,
with Abraham.
yeah.
So I want to go. I want to start in Isaac. It's Isaiah 20. Let me go do it.
She went to what, Genesis, right?
Yeah, you can get that one. Isaac will get, and Isaac said, I see you be called, but there's also a precept in Isaiah. It talks about,
22, right?
go there, and from there we just let it roll from there. Oh, yeah. Good? You excited? What what you do today? I'm live too, by the way.
Yes. The same thing.
With Harper? I'm gonna get Isaiah 59 and 21. Or I'll start at 19. Well, where is it at? Through Abraham, all the nations shall be blessed. So the point is, this brother put a TikTok in the chat. This damn woman was, yeah. So I want to get that precept that she mentioned in the video. Then we'll go down the line and show you, okay, what the actual covenants pertain to the house of Israel. You got it?
Genesis 22 and 18.
All right, so yeah. I guess the brother will come when he's ready. Okay, yeah, and then Bond probably gonna come over here too. All right. Yeah. But they was regular old Jake was just cutting their ass up in the comments. I wouldn't have read the comments, man. All right. Yeah. Sure, if you find it, you bring them on out.
Make sure I can find it.
All right, so Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we want to give all praises to the Most High. Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth and sincerity, man. May the blessing of election be upon your house. So we see this TikTok of this nigga woman trying to include all nations into the blessing, because the scriptures do say, and we're gonna read it here. You got it, brother? The scriptures do say this, but it's much deeper than just this. So we're gonna explain how all nations are gonna be blessed. Okay, go ahead, brother.
Okay, I'm gonna start. Want to get straight to it, or want to start up a little bit?
Whatever you feel
Okay.
better.
I start up in verse. I start at 15. It says, "The hands of the Lord called unto Abraham out of heaven the second time and said, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, for because thou hast done this thing and hast not withheld thy son, thy only son, that in blessings I will bless thee, and in multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of the heaven, and as the sands which is upon the seashore, and thy seed shall possess the gates of his enemies, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed."
Yeah,
Okay.
Abraham was made a father of many nations. There are many nations that come out of Abraham, but the scriptures go through a particular line, just like it starts and goes down from Noah to Shem on down. It has a line within Abraham that it goes down and it chooses to give a particular kind of blessing, right? Go ahead, brother.
God. It
You brothers
says,
got precepts, let 'em fly.
it says, "Because thou hast obeyed my voice."
Did you read 17?
Yeah, I read it. I
You
started.
started at 15.
Yeah, just a quick point. When it says seed in there, right, it's narrowing everything down. That cuts that broad perspective of like everybody.
Yeah.
When it says seed, it narrows it all the way down. And then it's not an S on the end of it.
Yeah.
It's singular. Okay.
It's Romans chapter 9. All right. Let's see. In verse 8. Well, I start at verse 7. It says, "Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all called." So, let me start over.
Yeah.
Romans 9 and 7. "Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children." But
Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all chosen. She brought up Abraham like that's the, but she didn't read this.
It says, "But in Isaac shall thy seed be called, that is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed."
Cut, man.
Exactly.
It's a reason that you got to go through the volume of the book. Because she's just regurgitating, that's that cognitive dissonance. The Israelites are being brought up and made a topic, and it offends what she's been taught.
Right.
So she's clinging on to the lies that she's been told. But when you go into the scriptures, it says something very different.
Right. I got one up. Just to back that up. This is Galatians chapter 3 and verse 16.
Yeah.
It says, "Now to Abraham and his seed, singular, were the promises made." And who was that seed, man? Isaac.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because Abraham had 8 sons, man. You know, 6 with Keturah. He had Ishmael with Hagar.
Yeah.
And then he had the child of the promise, which was Isaac with Sarah, man.
Yeah.
It says, now to Abraham and his seed, singular,
Yeah.
were the promises made.
Yeah.
He said not, and to seeds, plural, as of many, but as of one, and to thy seed, which is Hamashiach, man. You know what I'm saying? So that of course lets you know that Hamashiach, Yahawah is Isaac, man, in incarnation, man. When you read in Matthew the 1st chapter, you know, it goes through it, the generation of Jesus, which is said Jesus Christ, you know, which we know as Yahawah Mashiach, you know, son of Abraham, son of David, or son of David, son of Abraham, man. You know what I'm saying? Then it continues to go on through 14 generation periods that he was going to come into the earth, you know.
Right, man. And taking it a step further, Isaac had, they're talking about those blessings, Isaac had 2 sons. And one was promised an everlasting kingdom. That everlasting dominion and rulership over the earth wasn't promised to all Abraham's seed. All right? It was promised specifically going through Abraham, Isaac, and then Jacob. All right?
All right, if I can make a point, when you read in Genesis 21, you know, the Lord told Abraham to make a separation. When he was going Israel, you know. So that shows you right there, man. You know, Abraham had more than just Isaac. You know, when you read in chapter 22, it says that, you know, when he sacrificed, the Lord told him to sacrifice Isaac, thy only son.
Right.
Yeah.
We know that wasn't his only son. But according to the covenant and the promises, it was Isaac. Yeah, he was, exactly.
He's getting taught again, man. You still got that in the finish with going to Genesis? All right. Yeah. You got a precept, brother? You got no precept?
Well,
Yeah, man. So I want to read this on Isaiah.
Please arrive at the destination.
59. Started 19.
It's Isaiah chapter 59 and verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west.
All right. So here it's giving you a location of where those promised people will be dwelling in the last days. All right. It also references in the scriptures that we will be delivered from the north country. So we're in that northwest hemisphere.
Right?
America, man. Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
No, and it says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, when the enemy shall come in like a flood.
And we're getting ready to step into that time. That's why the Israelites are such a topic. That's why the Israelites are getting ready to be demonized, why we're such a problem. They're not demonizing the Christian church. They're not demonizing the people that believe in Jesus. They're demonizing those that believe in Yahawah, man.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
It says, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob.
In Jacob, from them that turn from sin in Jacob. So yeah, it's going through it. It's Abraham, then it goes Isaac, and then Jacob. There are many nations outside of that, but why is it going specifically into Jacob?
Exactly.
Because it's a particular line.
Man.
And if you can't go match that up with prophecy, who those people are, man, you don't know what the hell you're talking. You lost reading this book.
Yep.
You continue on. It goes all the way down to the bottom here.
Okay, come. This is verse 20. The end of verse 20, it says, saith the Lord. It says, as for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth, shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed's seed, saith the Lord, from henceforth and forever.
So now we know that that's talking about Jacob. And the understanding is going to be with those in Jacob, that remnant that the Lord has chosen out of Jacob. You understand? So I seen that clip, man. I said, man, these damn nigga women don't know what you're talking about.
right.
But that's the mentality of majority of our people, man. They're so stuck in that old time Christianity, and they don't realize that that's going to be a snare unto them that's going to get them destroyed. Because your pastors are going to tell you to what? They're going to tell you to take that mark. Okay? You're not going to speak the truth. So if you brothers in that spirit, if you brothers got precepts going that direction, then let's get them and let's just roll.
And like I say, and I got a precept. They try to make it so vague within the Christianity. You know, like you just said, your seed and your seed after you.
Yep.
All right, how you gonna if it's not apple seed? How you gonna bring orange seed?
Yeah, you can't step
lemon
into.
seed? Yeah.
You can't step into that, man. Okay.
No. Right. I got this is Galatians 4, start at verse 3. It says, even so, when we were children, we're in bondage under the element of the world, which we are still in bondage today because we're under the rule of what? Esau, Edom. All right. It says, but in the fullness of the time was come, Yahawah sent forth his son, made of a woman under the law. Now, how do we know about that? Go to Matthew 1. What is that? The 21st verse. All right. Yahawah, the one who the world equally calls Jesus, he was made under the law by a woman, and he did have a father. All right, and that's what the seed, all right, the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, all down through what? Joseph, his father, to Yahawah.
And what law, if I may add, what law? Leviticus the 12th chapter, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going into that copulation and see, you know, the man, the woman that's been, I'm trying to remember exactly how it's worded, but basically that she's taking the seed of a man, you know, and has a male child, man. You know what I'm saying? And it goes on into the, you know, after the 8th day circumcision, which it reiterates it in Luke, in the book of Luke, man. What's the second chapter? First or second? Second chapter. Second chapter. Con. So yeah, that's what that being made under the law is going into, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It's meant to be made under the law. Now, verse 5 it said to redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoptions of sons. So if you're not under a law, how are you going to get brought back to a law that you never was under it in the first place?
Yeah. Jacob, man. It's all about Jacob.
Yep.
Those are the people that are going to be redeemed. So this is Psalms 130 in verse 7. It says, let Israel, Jacob's name was changed to Israel, right? Let Israel hope in the Lord. So we're the ones that are full of hope. We're the prisoners of hope. Not you, not these other nations and these other people, man. They had their time. They had their chance to rule. We got 40 years of peace under King Solomon. That was it.
Right.
We haven't ruled on that global scale for a long time.
Right.
But we're gonna get the longest time.
Right.
You see?
And if I can add that when you read in Hebrews, I believe, the 11th chapter, verse 20, it says, and Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come, man.
Right.
So we're in Esau's blessing, which was that temporal carnal blessing, because their forefather cried. You know what I'm saying? Oh Father, does I have a blessing for me, oh Father? Yeah. Bless me, my Father. You know, so he got a temporary carnal blessing on the left-hand side, man. But the key word is temporary.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's something else coming. That's why it says in 2 Ezra 6:9 that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, man.
So he will be the people ruling just before the Lord set up that everlasting kingdom.
Exactly.
So there's no way pursuing the prophecy that he's done away with, that he disappeared. Okay? We're in the height of his kingdom and it has an expiration date. Psalms 130:7, let Israel hope in the Lord, for with the Lord with the Lord there is mercy, and with him is plenteous redemption. You're going to be redeemed. And he shall redeem Israel from all his iniquities. Where's the mention of all these other people you're talking about?
That's right.
You see? Yeah.
I got one real quick.
Go ahead.
Just going to make that point about Jacob. This is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 6, going into that birth of Yahawah. It's for unto us a child is born. Unto us. 96 come. Unto us a son is given, man. You know, personal pronouns.
Right.
It says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, which is going into Yahawah, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace.
And who is Salakia? And who is that government going to consist of?
Right.
All right. What did Yahawah tell the disciples that forsaken everything?
Right.
He said, you should sit on 12 thrones judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Now all the disciples were descendants of who? They were part of what family of people?
Right.
They were Israelites, man.
Right.
So the ruling power in the kingdom of heaven, all the people upon that board are going to be Israelites.
Right.
Okay? And through, like she mentioned in the video, the Lord said he's going to bless all nations through Abraham. Through that chosen seed, through that governing body, all nations will be blessed because there will be a righteous people in rulership. If somebody want to get Proverbs 29:2.
Yeah, I'm glad, if I can say this, I'm glad y'all mentioned that. Because on the way coming over here, I seen Nate on that Jason Whitlock show. like
Okay.
a minute ago. Like,
Okay.
yeah. So he was like,
Oh,
look,
he was on Jason Will
yeah,
Live?
today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today.
So it's like look, the Lord. Hey, like Yahawah, yeah. Well, like it was stated by Yahawah that Mary should bring forth a Messiah or Savior to save His people. You know.
Yeah.
So it's being pushed out there.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but first and foremost, it's all through scriptural context, historical context.
Yeah.
GMS, IUIC, ISUBK, whoever you want to, bro. We didn't make up the book.
Right. Right.
We doing what we supposed to do.
Right.
You know, let y'all know, hey, the Lord is coming for His people.
That's right.
It's a reason you can't gainsay what the prophets bring out because it's not our words, man.
Right. You got something to say? It's a little more. Okay, a little more. This is back in Isaiah 9:7. It says, of the increase of His government and peace, there shall be no end. Going into the kingdom of heaven, upon the throne of David, which will be established in the earth.
Yeah.
You know.
And David subjugated all these other nations.
Yep. Exactly.
And it's going to happen again, man. You guys are going to be in subjugation.
Yeah.
Now, after the justice is due, because we have not received justice ever.
That's right.
After the justice is paid, and you go back to your other lands, man, you're going to be blessed.
That's right. And the scriptures tell you in Luke the 1st chapter that He's going to sit on the throne of His father David, man. You know, that's the throne that's going to be established in the earth. So to get the understanding of the throne of David, you have to go and see when David ruled, man. You
How he got down.
exactly how he got down. You can't not deal with the Old Testament, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, and upon His kingdom to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts of armies will perform this. This is the point. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it had lighted upon Israel.
It's very plain, man. So this new world order that's truly going to be established forever is going to be ran by what? The children of Israel, man. Starting first with Yahawah, then King David, and then that governing body, the 144,000, man. So there's a particular order in which this kingdom is going to be set up.
Right.
And what makes this kingdom different from all the rest is that it's going to be ruled in righteousness. And then you're not going to have to worry about the rulers, you know, being faulty.
Right.
Or being subjugated to go off or do wickedness.
Right.
We're going to be in complete righteousness, man, because we're the only people that are promised the new bodies, man. The law is being put within their inward parts. So that righteousness being, Proverbs 29:2, that righteousness being pushed in the earth is going to lead to all the nations being blessed. You see? Except for Esau. You don't, you're done.
Except for that nigga.
I had to mention that whole ass niggas. All right, go ahead.
Proverbs 29 verse 2, it says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Are the people rejoicing? When you read the scriptures, you got to take a look around you and say, does this line up with what the word is saying?
Right.
Is this a time where the people are rejoicing? No, the people dive in hedonism because they're trying to escape from the world that they live in.
Right.
They're trying to gratify their flesh to you know, turn a blind eye to the evils that are going on around them.
Right.
They're just laying down and turning a blind eye to the evil. But you have men of the Lord within the nation of Jacob, right, within Israel, who are standing up against the evildoers, as prophesied.
Right. That's right.
Go ahead.
It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
And the people are mourning right now, especially the people in China. They being locked in their apartments. They're going to jobs and they're locking them in there and they're making them sleep at work. I seen a video today. They had a section of town where nobody can leave their apartment. Everybody just out the window screaming. People losing their minds.
Yeah.
And what did Carl Schwab say? He said China is the lead country for, you know, the basis of what, you know, this new revolution is going to be.
Yeah.
So if you look at what's going on in China right now, Carl Schwab, your man, he said they're the leading nation and what it's going to look like. That's coming to America, man. That martial law, a man not wanting to enter into a city and not being able, those conditions are coming here. And the only hope for the nations, you know, not living in a world under Esau, man, where no flesh will be saved, is by Jacob coming into rulership. New management.
Like I say, they get, you talking about they locked in their building. What was it, like the place where they do the iPhones and stuff?
Yeah.
They said they got multiple floors. Some floor where they sleep at.
Yeah.
Then another floor they eat. Another floor they're doing them at work. So just imagine you getting off from work and just going right upstairs to take a nap. Come on now.
When you wake back up, you got some dude in a white suit poking you and saying, "Oh, get back." No, bro. That's what Esau wants to. He wants to subjugate all you people in that fashion. You're gonna be subjugated by us. We're gonna whoop your ass, but at the end of it, we're gonna be fair.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, you got something? Go ahead.
did you got some more?
No,
I'm good. Okay. This is Psalm 94, starting at verse 16. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers? Or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity?
Yep.
Verse 17. Unless Yahawah had been my help, my soul had almost dwelt in silence. Verse 18. When I said, my foot slippeth, thy mercy, O Yahawah, held me up.
So the Lord is holding his men up right now in this time.
That's right.
Those men are going to be of the line of Jacob, and they're going to be the ones standing up against the evildoers. If you see somebody calling out the powers that be, going against the status quo and using the word to do it, regardless of what they look like, that person is probably an Israelite, man.
Right.
Yeah, you had something else?
Oh yeah, come on. Verse 19. In the multitude of my thoughts within my Verse 19. In the multitude of my thoughts within me, thy comforts delight my soul.
This is comforting too.
That's right.
When you come into this, it's such a therapy. That's why when people do wake up to the truth, they're willing to fight for it.
That's right.
Day one, when you came into this thing, you was like, no, you was fervent about it. You never been so fervent about something in your life until you came into this truth, man.
Right. Hey, the spirit, it's always on our mind. You wake up, you think about the word. You know what I'm saying? You get with brothers, you think about the word. You driving home, what do? You might put on the left. Put on the video.
Wisdom meets you in every thought.
That's right.
That's right. Verse 20. Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law?
Who frames mischief? Who puts up laws that go directly contrary to the Lord's instructions and make it the laws of the land? Who are the people that are even referenced historically in the scriptures that no man could call himself a Jew? That all should be one people. You know what I mean? This man, he just tells on himself over and over.
That's who it is, Mr. Whitlock. It's a so-called white man, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I know it's hard for Jake to rap they.
Oh, he wasn't accepted. He wasn't
No,
accepted.
because he was like, now I believe everything you're saying. Basically, he thought he was gonna trip Nate up and say, well, what about the enemy that's within us? And Nate was like, you're right.
Yeah.
That's why the scripture say, work out your salvation.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. The scriptures clearly.
The scriptures say that you're your own biggest enemy. I believe in Galatians. It says the flesh warreth against the spirit, so that you cannot do what you would.
Yeah. Cut off your members.
Yeah.
Right.
Remove the mote from your eye.
Yeah.
Bro, the scriptures got a lot of self-correction in there too.
Yeah. And majority of our people not gonna win that fight.
Right.
Exactly.
So that's why they're gonna be destroyed.
Exactly.
And Nate mentioned that in the other podcast he was in. He, even though he ain't bringing out the name and various other things, he did handle an interview well.
Right.
You know?
Because the milk stumps these guys either way.
The milk is enough. Apostle Holloway said what? Be one deep. Don't be too deep. Be one deep.
Just coming into the understanding of prophecy that you are Israelite.
Right.
I'm an Israelite. Historical context. You got videos all circulating around the world with rabbis saying, yeah, those Negroes over there in America, them people.
They fit the prophecy.
Yeah, and also with our brothers and sisters from the Northern Kingdom, man. So-called Latinos, Native Americans, so-called Mexicans, man. Those are Israelites as well, man.
Hey, it's like
I'm gonna make a point too, like let you know how with those people, man. A brother had shared in the chat I think last week, LeBron with a whole bunch of issues.
Yeah.
Remember how he was just holding his hand, they were just following him. If they were really the true people, you think we're gonna be holding the heathen hand?
No.
Hell no, they're gonna be trying to come after us, man.
Yeah.
Showing you how they was all around LeBron trying to get, because they know we those people, man.
Yeah.
You know?
We're the salt of earth. The light is upon us.
Right.
And you mentioned that the so-called Native Americans and Latinos, they're a part of us too.
That's right.
You understand? Whole ass Charleston White. He said, "Oh, I don't see no Mexicans. I don't see." Yes, you do, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. This isn't a black thing.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna mess them up.
Yeah.
When they try to put, people start realizing, oh, it's not just black guys. It's all these tribes. Because the issues, they just talk about one tribe.
Right.
There's no question that we can't answer in full detail when it comes to the prophecies. Now the issues, we ask them about the other tribes. There's no definitive answers, man. They don't have it.
Right. Still lost.
It's still lost. They still feel, they don't even know that the land of Israel ain't that little piece in the north that they got.
Right.
They don't know it stretches over all Saudi Arabia. They don't know that.
Guess what? It's Jake. It's Jake scattered amongst the Jays.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got somebody I was talking about through the spirit, brothers who follow music. The Alchemist. He is so-called Jake.
Yeah.
It's a Jake, bro.
Right there.
Yeah, but he be putting this shit.
That's a Jake, bro. Just through the spirit, bro. Y'all, he made this a so-called racial thing, bro.
Right. Black Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah,
You know
and
what
that's
I'm saying?
it's like,
Yeah, no, you're good, brother. You're good.
and that's another thing that people don't get. They think we're making it a color thing,
Right.
but we do understand as well that there's Israelites scattered amongst every nation of people.
That's right.
All right, there's a reason in the time of Acts that you had. If somebody want to get that, what is it? Acts in the second chapter.
Second.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Man. Without man.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
every
devout
city.
man.
From every city, it named all these different nations and countries. Why? Because there were Israelites dwelling in these lands. You don't think they had children? You don't think they left seed behind in these different places?
That's right.
We're scattered everywhere. But it's just that the bulk of us here are here in America. So when you look at that sign, that's just the bulk of where they are.
They can't be speaking. They were speaking in different languages because they were from different lands. They
That's
could have
right.
said, I'm Mike from Philly, and the other one was like,
Yeah.
I'm Ishkabah from
Puerto Rico.
or something. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Speaking different, they started understanding. That's why the Lord put the Spirit on them. Why not? It's the same thing as today.
That's right.
You know.
If you got the John 7:35, and I'll get the Acts 2.
John 7:35. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go? That we shall not find him. Will he go into the dispersed amongst the Gentiles
If somebody could get it in the NLT.
and teach the Gentiles?
All right. So it's saying, they're asking, when Yahawah, is he going to go amongst the Gentiles, meaning the other nations, outside of the Commonwealth? And is he going to teach those other nations? And they said the dispersed. And when you go into that word dispersed, we all know it's the word diaspora. Because the Israelites, the family of people in the Bible, were scattered into these different lands. Remember, they were taken into captivities. So you had Israelites, in Greece. You had Israelites in the land of Moab and all these different places. And they had to hear the word too. Go ahead, I got you. Go ahead.
I'll bring this up for you.
Yep.
This is 1 Corinthians 2:12. It says, you know that ye were Gentiles carried away unto the dumb idols, even as you were led.
Yeah. And our people, when they were carried away into these different lands, they began to worship other gods. Serapis Christos. They began to worship these other things that were contrary to the ways of their fathers. Okay, so people say, oh, the white man wrote this book. No, these are ways that were given to a family of people far before they came over here to the Americas.
Right.
Far before that. And I seen a video today of a Native American woman. She said, no, my father, when I was a child, he told me that these ways, before we even got over here, she said when our people sailed on boats over here, that our people walk with the Christ. That's the word she used. I gotta make a lesson on that video. It's a beautiful video. She was like, the white man didn't give us Christianity. He mixed it up. But the truth of it is that we're the people of this book. And it was a Native American woman. She had her long hair.
Right.
And she had her fringes on. So we're the people. He might ask himself or say to himself, why is that important? Well, again, going back to our first point, it's attached to an inheritance. It's attached to a rulership. It's attached to dominion over the earth.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
And through us ruling, that's how we'll have peace on earth.
That's right.
You understand? You got the NLT.
If I can add real quick to that point, just to make a point on that point, there was a guy, I don't know who the dude is, but he commented on something, and he said, what in fact if we are those OG Hebrews? What is that going to do for us in this time? Laughing my ass off. In 2022, laughing my ass off. Well, the brother just broke it down. It's attached to an inheritance, man. You know what I'm saying? There's promises, there's blessings and promises. There were promises to those people, man. The inheritance of the kingdom of heaven, which is the rulership of the earth, is attached to that, man.
oh,
You
niggas ain't
dumbass
getting no-
niggas, man.
You niggas ain't getting no money. Well, along with that inheritance and dominion on earth, we get the people in it,
Yeah,
all the
everything.
resources. So we will control the natural resources in the earth. That's
Exactly.
actual riches.
The promised land.
Yeah.
Right.
If you control the flow of the infrastructure of how society moves, you control it. You have everything.
You got all the trade routes, you control everything, then you control how things flow.
And on top of us, ruling in righteousness, what are the nations gonna be doing in the midst of that? They're gonna be constantly bringing us gifts,
Exactly.
constantly paying a tax. The same way you get a white man, you render on the Caesars what's Caesars. They're gonna be rendering unto us what's us.
That's right.
And that's everything.
And if I may, it's like, bro, Jake always bring up that weak ass argument of money. Look, money's the defense we need, hands down.
Right.
But we don't serve it.
Yeah, we don't serve it, but Jake always bringing that weak ass argument. Y'all ain't getting no money, this and that. What about? Hey, what about when those trains? It's got to the point that Biden and them trying to have a legislation that they hope that the rail train system don't have a strike. See, Jake be thinking fucking apartment complex like Elder Ariala always talk about, bro. Jake think that old 2-bedroom or little townhome, bro. Think big, cause that's huge. Y'all, we all here, Jim Best call all y'all about y'all shop. We all understand, bro. That train system stopped, bro. Coal, particular oils, and so forth, other goods that if they're not brought through on them rail systems, you through. And Jake, it's always Jake with that simple ass mind state, bro. Y'all ain't getting no money, bro. What if you take nothing come through over water and stops on the railroad tracks, bro? The remaining goods that you gonna buy gonna be high as hell. You know what I'm saying? I hope the Lord put the spirit on somebody while you in there at Kroger, you know what I'm saying, looking stressed. You ain't getting no money though.
Right.
The Lord gonna mock y'all, man.
He gonna mock you, bro. And you can't serve God and man.
That's right.
All right? Our people, they worship money. When a nigga says you ain't get no money, that means to him money is the pivotal meaning of life. That's his purpose in life. Now the thing about that is, if money is your purpose in life, you'll do things like sacrifice your mom, Kanye West. You'll do things like, be completely manipulated by evil.
Yeah.
Sell out your own people.
Yeah.
Destroy yourself.
Right.
You'll do anything. You're just an empty vessel if your God is money.
Yeah.
Because you're like the person in Romans, the first chapter, when it starts listing off all those wicked characteristics towards the bottom of the chapter. Yeah. You're willing to do, that means you're accustomed to do any of those things at any given time if the influence upon you is money.
Right.
Oh, so no. Because Jake is like bro, like it's like a perpetual head in the sand type atmosphere. Bro, did you not just see what the brother just mentioned? Kanye West was a billionaire 6 to 11 times over. They reduced that nigga shit to 400 million.
Like that.
Tax the hell out of Kyrie. Oh yeah, you give to this to these charities 500,000. More, what they say? More money, more problems.
That's power. That's power when you just take somebody's money away.
Hey, and then those are uncertain riches. The scripture tell you not to trust in uncertain riches, man. Esau can come and, you know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord told us to lay up treasures in heaven, man.
That's right.
Because Esau can take your shit away, and you niggas talking about money. Well, I got something for you, Elder. This is Ecclesiastes 7. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12 in the NLT. It says, wisdom and money can get you almost anything, but only wisdom can save your life. See? So only money can get you so far, man. But this wisdom, man, this knowledge is going to save your life, man.
That's right.
You see, that gives you the tools to salvation. This wisdom, man.
Yep.
You niggas, what you going to do when Esau shut that? Then you niggas can't get no money. Then what you going to do? You niggas are going to be through, man. You ain't going to have nothing. Because they look at money as a salvation, man.
It was China and some other places, right? If I'm not mistaken. People's bank accounts was getting closed with no explanation. You know what I'm saying, bro? People gonna wake up and can't use that ATM or see that 00 on their shit. Like, hold on, man.
Knowing they just got paid.
Yeah.
What was that Greece like between 5 to 10 years ago? They went to their bank and they could only get like $40 out, like a day.
Yeah.
They was panicking like, damn, I got. You can have millions. I got millions. I can't get them $40 out.
Yeah, man.
You got a ball on the budget like a bitch.
It's gonna get to a point to where if you don't bend your knee to all,
Yep.
you're gonna be able to access your money regardless. This is Proverbs 23 and 5. I'll actually start at 4. It says, labor not to be rich in this carnal sense. If somebody want to get Matthew 6, we're building our riches in the kingdom of heaven, right? Labor not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. You trying to tell a nigga that he's under attack. Nigga, you ain't getting no money. All right then, nigga, fuck it. Be destroyed then. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? This money is not, man. Fiat currency is not going to mean anything here soon.
Fiat.
Right. For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven, man. It comes and goes. That example with Kanye, man, he had it. I can say anti-Semitic things, and Adidas can't drop me. That nigga bank account was done the next day.
You know how Esau had who has the power?
Who has the power?
Who rules the world?
Yeah.
You can take me from a billionaire to, like you say,
To a thousandaire.
in a matter of a couple of weeks.
Yo, they hit you with, Esau can make some shit and hit you with RICO charges. It take all your money.
Yep.
You can,
Freeze your account.
Yeah, freeze your accounts. Dude, so when we talking about your heritage and you being an Israelite, again, that power that Esau had to shut Kanye down is going to be transferred onto our people. That's what we're telling you. That's why it's important, nigga. All right. Matthew 6, somebody had it? Or whatever. Okay. 19. Matthew 6 and 19.
This is Matthew.
Go ahead.
This is Matthew 6 and verse 19. It says, "Lay not up for your treasures upon earth."
Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon the earth, man. Okay, again, that's what we're speaking about. So how should you be moving in this earth? Should your primary focus be getting money in the world in a place that's circling the drain? CTD, America is circling the drain, man. That's right. So why are you putting all your eggs in a basket with holes in it? You can clearly see it. Any nigga with a brain cell can see that the society is falling.
All right. It says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doeth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
Yeah, who's the thief? Right. Who's the main thief in this earth, man? Esau Edom, man, the man that takes lands, people, right? He's able to take your riches away from you, man. That's right. He's able to, the earth has been given into his hands. But what we're telling our people is that he's not going to be in that power seat here long, man. Like it talks about in Isaiah the 47th chapter. All right, go ahead.
It says, verse 20, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust nor corrupt, and where thieves not break nor steal."
It's good. We still recording. I can just make it lower and then tilt it up.
I'm gonna read that again.
So like you guys.
Hey, you want to get my stand, bro? It's a little sturdy, bro.
With the book bag.
Yeah, for the safety.
Yeah.
Book bags on man.
Okay, yeah, if y'all want to do that, it should be good now that it's lower though.
Still good.
That came out this thing. Let me see here. That wind got blowing hard.
Yeah.
That means what we saying was true.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The Lord wanted y'all to pause and think about that. That's why he had us have to stop the video. He wanted y'all to think about what we just said, man.
Right. I'm gonna read that again. I'll start at verse 19. Matthew 6:19, it says, "Lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal."
We know who that thief is. Go ahead,
But
brother.
I want to get that word corrupt. It says to snatch out of sight, to put out of view, to make unseen, to cause to vanish away. It says to the because hey, what do you have now? This big thing on scamming. Niggas always scamming something, man.
Right.
You know. So you building up all your treasures and thinking that you got it, man, and a nigga come scam your shit, man. Yeah.
Just so Pookie can come
scam your shit. Yeah, then watch you at the gas station, swipe your card, and he didn't put a fake fucking card swipe on there. Now he got your ass, man.
Damn.
And isn't Steph Curry and Shaq being sued for $11 billion or something like that, or
11 billion?
on some type of cryptocurrency? experiencing things.
They're stacking some more of them too that's involved in it.
Damn, man.
Hey, and that's the shit that Esau let them do that.
Yeah.
Esau let them get their ass for what nigga.
I'm pretty
got
sure
all
it's,
this.
it's probably a fake Jew that showed him how to do it.
Yeah, straight up, bro.
You know? Go ahead, brother. Nick.
It's back in Matthew 6:20. It says, "But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven."
Oh, wait, stop. What does that actually look like? Put it into practice. Let's get some precepts on what laying up your treasures in heaven looks like. Somebody could get, courses Zephaniah 2 and 3. All the precepts about. Oh yeah, First Maccabees 2:50. I'll get that. What does building your riches in the kingdom of heaven actually look like? Because reading it, it sounds nice, but we got to understand what does that look like. Put it into practice.
Yep.
Okay.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 40, verse 26. Riches and strength lift up the heart, but the fear of Yahawah is above them both.
Woo!
There is no want in the fear of Yahawah, and it needeth not to seek help.
The fear of the Lord exceeds them both. If you fear the Lord, it causes you to move.
Yep.
It puts action behind the man to conduct himself a certain kind of way.
right.
For his thoughts to be occupied with righteousness. It causes him to become a new creature, to be quickened by the Spirit.
Right.
And by doing that, you're building up riches that people can't physically see with their carnal eyes, but it's being recorded in the heavens, man. And upon that transition of rulership, you're going to have a position that has been established.
This is Proverbs chapter 11. Proverbs 11 and verse 4. It says, "Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death." So, hey, man, that's plain and to the point, man. That's the riches, man. Righteousness. You know what I'm saying? This knowledge, man. What does it say in Revelation, the 2nd chapter, man? They are rich. Why? Because we have this knowledge. We're the people, the chosen people of the Lord, but because we have this knowledge in these times. You know what I'm saying? And we know what we got coming, man. So those riches, they don't profit you in a time of wrath, man. When the Lord starts to drop that hammer, man, all you rich ass niggas like Mayweather and you know what I'm saying? There's many that you can name. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know them. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna have you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be over, you know?
The men of the Lord gonna look at y'all at that time, and we gonna say to y'all, you niggas wasn't getting no money though.
Niggas
wasn't getting no money.
Yeah, that real money. Yeah, this the real money right here, man. Storing those treasures, those real riches, man. You know what I'm saying? But it says, but righteousness delivers from death, man. You know what I'm saying? So righteousness, living thus said the Lord. That's what's going to deliver you from when he drops that hammer, when he visit, when he visits, man. Yeah. Which that visit means I'm trying to remember what it says visit. Visit the earth in which he made. It means to punish. Salakia. Yeah, punish. Those punishments. When he brings those punishments, man, you know what I'm saying? It's going to deliver you from those, man.
I got two. This is Sirach 40. Sirach 40 and 24. It says, "Brethren and help are against times of trouble, but alms shall deliver more than them both." And when you go into that word alms, the Google definition, it says money, food given to the poor. When you go into the synonyms, it says charity. All right, charity. This is 1 Peter 4 and 8. It says, "And above all things have fervent charity among yourselves, for charity shall cover a multitudes of sins." That's that true laying up treasure, man, in heaven.
No, sorry, brother.
Nah, that was it.
All right, this is I had two, but I bring out this one. This is 1 Peter 1, verse 4. It says, "To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and fadeth not away, is reserved in heaven for you." It says, "Who are kept by the power of Yahawah Shai through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last times." So that inheritance is incorruptible. What we got, what we're storing in treasure, we reading, starting off in Matthew 6.
Who can't take it?
Who can't take it? We ain't finna be like, should we storing these treasures up in heaven?
Right.
Then a week later, like, Esau took it. I'm broke now.
Yeah.
No, only one can take that from him is the Lord. But like I said, we're storing it in heaven, and we keep pursuing. Like I said, that's gonna be deliverance in the last end.
Yeah. That's my point.
Yeah. Now,
Got another one?
yeah, there was 1 Timothy. I think it was 1 Timothy 6. 1 Timothy 6 and 19. And it reads, yeah, take your time.
Yeah, it's all good. They can go run to the bathroom and get a bag of chips or something.
This is 1 Timothy 6. And I'm going to start at verse 17. It says, charge them that are rich in this world, that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches, but in the living power, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. It says that they do good, that they be rich in good works, ready to distribute.
Hey, if I can make a quick point, it says uncertain riches. Even the paycheck that we work right now, that's uncertain.
Yeah,
we don't know for sure we're gonna get it when it come up.
That's right.
You know, but we know these treasures that we land up in heaven is for sure.
So,
You know,
that deposit gonna hit.
yeah, right.
Jake B sitting there turning.
Yeah.
You at 11:59 p.m.
Yeah.
12 a.m. Hey, it's in there. Like,
Yeah, you can stay it up. Yeah, trying to make sure that damn check that hit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Damn, it usually hit at 8.
Yeah,
Oh, an hour later, you still in there.
Like,
Still in
what's
here.
going on?
Yeah, you can start praying and
about
shit.
to text your manager and shit. Ladies, real talk. This is something, bro. It ain't right.
It says, who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. Hey, these are richly things right here. These scriptures, this comfort. This word, we're receiving the enjoyment and the comfort in the hell that we're in. Because like I said in Ephesians 5, you know what I'm saying, we walk circumspectly because the days are evil, but we have that faith and the understanding through the Spirit of Yahawah shot through these words, through these scriptures.
Right.
He said it came in the volume of the book. So we received that comfort. He left and he said, what? He was going to leave us something.
Yeah.
That's what he left us.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead. No, I got to. All right, cause I wanted to make a point. Man, I wanted to make a point too, cause like you said, bro, we really about to cash out on these treasures that we land up in the time to come, man. It's really gonna show.
Right.
The Lord is doing it. He's doing it now, man. Even now, when we going to work and coming out here, the Lord still got us, man.
Right.
We still cashing in on them treasures, man.
Right.
This is Psalms 37 and 18 in the NLT. It says, "Day by day, the Lord takes care of the innocent, and they will receive an inheritance that lasts forever."
Inheritance, that word again. So us being Israelites is attached to it. If you want to know why this matters,
Right.
it's attached to an inheritance.
The true bag, man.
Golly.
And it said day by day the Lord takes care of the innocent, man. You know? And the Lord, we are those men of the elect, and the innocent is going into the elect, man.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord is taking care of us day by day, bro. Literally, bro.
Yeah.
Every day the Lord got us.
Yeah.
You may not even have no damn money. You go to work, then they buying lunch today.
That's why we
Like,
okay with our daily bread.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know
Right.
the real payout is gonna be later anyway.
Yeah, straight up. Right.
Yeah. You know?
Because when they say, man, you may have a little decent, you know, for the most part, some brothers got a decent situation, man, but it just irks us in the spirit, bro, that you go in the store, you know, and that's, of course, budgeting, very smart, very, you know, it's very, you know,
It's a disciplined practice.
Yeah.
We're all about this.
yeah, but it's just at those times, you know, you're like, damn, you're so concerned when you're in the store about that, bro. This ain't living.
Yeah.
You know?
Your kids gonna, Daddy, don't ask me for nothing. Go ahead, don't ask me for nothing. Don't touch nothing.
Yeah.
You know, when they should just be able to ask me, like, yeah, sure. You know?
I'm going to spend this amount. This is
Right. You know?
Straight to the toy aisle.
Yeah.
They know where the toy aisle is.
Especially when you're going spreading certain restaurants. How much is that? What's that? You start squinting more.
Yeah.
Ooh. Got the 25.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get paid to
Why this $30? What they doing to it? Is it a big portion?
Yeah.
Damn.
I got a little bit more, bro. I read it again. Psalms 37 in the NLT, verse 18. Day by day, the Lord takes care of the innocent, and they will receive an inheritance that lasts forever. It says, they will not be disgraced in hard times. Even in famine, they will have more than enough.
My servant shall eat.
Right.
You know?
So there's a much more potent reward that we're gonna receive for doing what we're doing, and you'll receive for the bullshit you're doing.
Good.
That wickedness, and there's a caveat with getting money on this side. There's always a caveat.
Right.
You understand? So when we talk about, we read Matthew 6, when we talk about what building of riches in the kingdom of heaven, there's a way that it looks.
Right.
That's why we went on this 12-hole run.
Right.
Okay? Go ahead, yeah. I'll go ahead.
This is Luke chapter 6, verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake. Can we not see that growing up now?
Yeah. It's the way that it looks.
Yeah.
It's the way that building those riches in heaven look, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Sacrifice.
That's right. Verse 23. Rejoice ye in that day, and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. You know, so it's that with the account with Elijah, fire coming from the sky. It's from the heavens, man. Like we say,
That's
man.
power. That's the money. That's the power. That's the respect.
Yeah.
That's what Jake be talking about. He wanted the world. This is how you really get that. This is different. It's a whole different kind of money and power.
Right. And how you get it, you gotta make that sacrifice. That's
Right.
why I even think accordingly, you know, a person who got it big now, you know, these millionaires when they start these companies, what they had to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice time with their family, sacrifice time with their children, whatever it is they have to sacrifice in order to get to that main goal. And we're doing the same thing right now, man.
Exactly.
We sacrificing right now,
Hey,
man.
what's up now?
Okay, and the Lord, and the time we're coming into, the Lord is, and that's the spirit that brothers have been really harping on sacrifice. That's just been a spirit, man. Ever since Saturday class, man. This brother did a lesson on sacrifice. The brother Michael Allah in LA did a lesson on sacrifice. So that spirit of sacrifice is really, the Lord has put that spirit out there, because we're really gonna have to get ready to sacrifice, man. You know, even more in this world.
I'm not you, brother. What's that, brother?
What is the sacrifice?
The sacrifice is the fearing the Lord and changing your conduct. So we've been brought up in this society to think a particular way, seeing certain things as right and wrong. But the Lord has a completely different way that we're supposed to follow. And because we were disobedient, when you go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, like your father whoops you, like your father.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What did he say?
15 through 68.
He said 50.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I'm that dude.
there you go. You know.
Let's reverse it.
Yeah.
You go to Ezekiel chapter 9 and 10, God
Yeah.
I'm going to clean my house up first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you know.
Yep.
Then you go to Ezekiel chapter 36, 23 to chapter 37, say I'm going to bring a clean water on you. Take you from north, south, bring you back from the fucked up country where you at now.
We're going to be delivered from the north country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you
Hey,
know,
you
all
too,
right,
brother.
man.
All right, brother.
Hey, that might be an angel, man.
He came with precepts.
Yeah, he got this Bible with him.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, that's the spirit, man. That might be the angel,
Bro,
man.
he started dropping precepts, bro.
He said, hey, if any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. Hey, bro. He looked like a Jake straight out of flick. Don't he?
Because he was leaned down.
He leaned on the transcript like this. He said,
Because I heard him say,
that 15 through 68.
hey, because he said 15 through 68. He said, yeah, I'm that nigga. And that's Jake, bro. Even if there wasn't an angel, but hey, chance me, man, entertain an angel unaware.
Either way, just like
Where you go?
he just disappeared.
Because
Either
he
way,
was walking right there.
he was walking straight.
He was
didn't
walking
cross the
straight,
street.
bro. He was walking straight in the middle, right here. He was walking, bro. Where you go?
Hey, yeah. And even if it wasn't like you said, the Lord put the spirit on him to come up here.
Yeah.
Just like when the Lord put the spirit on that Benjamin to curse David.
Right.
David understood what the Lord bid him to do.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right. That's right. This is back in Luke chapter 6, verse 24. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation.
Yeah, man. And when you've been given that riches here on this side, it's really a curse unto your soul.
Right.
All right. A gift doth corrupt, man. Am I saying that right? Gift destroyeth the heart. Yeah. So you just look at people like, you know, Kyrie and Kanye, man. You look at these celebrities. They've been manipulated. Even if they want to speak out now, they spent their whole life forward in wickedness. You understand? Because you know what they desired.
Right.
could be given or taken away by the enemy. What we desire can't be given or taken away. So we can't be manipulated by those who oppose us.
That's right.
You see? You got more on that?
Oh, yeah, come on.
Okay.
Verse 25. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. Woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep.
And that's basically telling you what? The first shall be last.
Yep.
The last shall
Yep.
be first.
Yep.
All right? So we're okay with, toughing it out sometimes. We're okay with, the daily bread, like I mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, but like also with that when it says woe unto you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. That's where that term laugh now, cry later comes from. Everything reverts back to Yahawah Shah.
Yeah, Drake laughing now, but he gonna cry later.
Yeah.
And that's the song him and
Who he said, Drake?
Drake, it's another one, the Chicago rapper, the dude with the blonde hair.
Oh, okay.
Blonde dreads. Him later, he made a song called "Laugh Now, Cry Later."
Yeah, that's what Jake
Something like that. Yeah.
This is verse 26. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets.
So when you're identifying which men upon the earth are building their riches in the kingdom of heaven, it's not going to be men that people are just speaking well of.
Yeah.
It's going to be men that just like it says in Jeremiah, I believe, what is this, the 7th chapter, 28th verse, that are prophesying against kingdoms of evil, pestilence, war and pestilence, man. They're going to be prophesying against the powers that be. Why? Because this isn't the kingdom of heaven. We're advocating for the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
All the kingdoms before that were prophesied to come weren't going to be operating in righteousness.
Right.
So we're not going to be advocating for those kingdoms. So you got your pastors and all these people saying, God bless America, trying to establish something here. Right. The true men of the Lord are going to be waiting on the downfall of these kingdoms, okay? On the downfall of the rulers, so that the kingdom of heaven can be established.
Right.
There's a way that those who are building their riches in the kingdom of heaven looks, man.
That's right.
This is always a reoccurring theme. Go ahead, brother.
I would say, you mentioned like these other pastors talk about, God bless America, things like that. Well, America, this is a most lucrative country in history.
Yeah.
All the major big hitters or big countries or first world power kingdoms, they're in the scripture. Why not America? Why are these pastors not looking for the America in the Bible?
But the pastors, that most of them, it's like what, only like 20% have a biblical worldview, meaning they apply the scriptures to now.
Yeah. Right.
The rest of the pastors, they look at the stories and the prophecies. That's Bible times.
Right.
Niggas
Right.
be in Bible times.
Right.
You know what I mean? You dumbass. You know what I mean?
It's just like history. You would like to understand why your current existence. What was the birth of it?
Yeah.
How did this come about?
And where's it headed?
Yeah. You don't know where you're going unless you know where you're coming from.
Yeah, that sounds dumb as hell. With those Bible time, nigga, we like that.
Yeah, that's like we blindfolded you and drove down out and said, all right, get there.
Yeah.
You're like, get where?
Right.
Where am I going? Hey, where the people lack of vision, they perish.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. That's right.
So I wanted to read this little precept, this first Maccabees 2, because just to cap off, there's a way that, building the riches look. And we were given examples by all of the men of the Lord. Throughout all this time, throughout all of our family history, we were given examples on how building those riches look. So this first Maccabees 2 and 50, you brothers jump in whenever you want. It says, now therefore my sons, be zealous for the Lord. This is the time of Judas Maccabees, right? And give your lives, sacrifice, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
That's right. The contract.
Yeah. Call to remembrance what act our fathers did in their time, so shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
You just mentioned contract. What did they call? They said remembrance.
Yeah.
So every time, like when you doing Esau's
Remember the
world,
contract.
yeah, you try to go off of the contract. You're like, look, this is it.
Yeah.
This contract.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
All right.
Because we wonder, Jake follows sports and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, man, they need to let Jake know this and that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, Jake signed that $300 million contract. That nigga ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, he done.
Bro,
Yeah.
he will make y'all. Who was it? It was two Detroit Lions Hall of Famers, Barry Sanders and
Megatron.
They had to leave that.
Yeah, they had to retire because he wasn't gonna let them out their contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, that's why they retired.
You remember Barry Sanders? They had a rumor that he was gonna retire to come back so he could get out.
Yeah.
But I think they kept, egging that on because, the Lions was like, we still gonna get him. If you come back, he'll come back to us.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what, I'm done.
Like,
Had your ass subjugated.
That's what the Lord said. Hey, we got to remember our contract.
Yeah.
says, call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time, so shall you receive great honor and an everlasting name. And then it goes off to list off all the patriarchs, right? And the things that they did. But I want to jump down to verse 61. All right, it says, and thus consider ye throughout all ages that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome. Protection, power comes along with building those riches. You see, verse 62, fear not then the words of a simple man, and the man of sin in this time is being revealed. For his glory shall be dung and worms, temporary blessing. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found. In Isaiah 14, where it says that the people's eyes shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee. Is this the man that did shake kingdoms?
Yeah.
That's coming for him. Because he is returned into his dust, and his thought is come to nothing. Wherefore ye in behalf of the law, for by it shall ye obtain glory. This is what those building those riches, look like. You guys got any points?
Nah, it's being made very clear.
Yeah.
Because even though they try to have this political division, right wing, left wing, still the same bird, right?
Yeah.
Then you do have Candace Owens and Jason Whitlock, which make very, very solid points, solid views. Right. But on the flip side, don't think just because it's so-called conservative, which they know, they understand that your whole conservative view comes from the scripture.
Yeah.
But they adjusted to what? They started to adjust it to liken it to themselves.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This book is for Israel. Yeah. So hey, there should be no cloak for Candace. It's a woman.
Yeah.
She needs to be covered by her man.
She got to eat my husband.
Yeah. But Jason Whitlock, hey bro,
Hey, you Mark.
Yeah.
It's been laid. The choice of life and death has been laid before you.
Right. Yeah.
It's up to you whether you choose life or death. Well, it's not up to you.
Because all these ex-celebrities, ex-athletes and current analysts, bro, this is intriguing. Yahawah Shemiashah's like that.
Yeah.
It's intriguing, so it's like, whoa.
Hot topic.
Oh, it's damn, Mark. Just look it up, bro.
Yeah.
For what? Some don't agree, right? What Romans 3 and 3?
Yeah.
I'll get that.
And it's not something you can just shoo away.
Yeah.
A lot of times when something's a hot topic, Jacob's just like, okay, he'll have an opinion about it, and but with this, whatever Jake has to say against it gets shut down.
Yeah,
people are sitting like, they're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And the Lord ain't letting this go.
The Lord ain't letting it down there. It's something you fanning the fire like you can blow it out, but it's just getting bigger.
That's right.
Right? You're like, damn. Jake throw some water on it, and the fire caught house. If your house caught fire, you go throw some water on the fire, go get bigger. You're like, oh shit.
It's kind of like what else is in the news with Eve and them who was over there in Mexico, right? And they killed their so-called best friend.
Yep.
What's that shit? Shaquilla Robinson or something like that.
Yep.
They thought they were gonna be able to lie and make it go away.
Yeah.
Video started to surface.
Yeah.
That's y'all niggas jumping under there. You going to jail? Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely going to jail.
but it's just like how like the priest said, everything's unfolding with the truth.
Yeah.
Y'all certainly ain't.
Y'all definitely ain't the people.
Yeah, y'all ain't the people.
Yeah, y'all definitely lying.
Yeah.
Why y'all sweating?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ask them that question, you say, well, when you start giving up way too much, just, when somebody lying when they start giving you all this back stuff, you're like, bro, just answer the question. Yeah, that's what he doing.
Yep.
And people looking like, hold up. I may not be the brightest bulb, in the box, but it seems like you lying.
Yeah.
It seems like you're panicking.
Yeah. And what first and foremost, what kills the argument is Yahawah Shemashah.
That's right.
The true historical context. But you got these rabbis and these Edomites like, bro, these so-called Negroes over here, bro. It's in your biblical dictionaries.
Yeah.
It's all, you know, we not worried. Y'all worried.
Right.
We the ones who get our pages flagged and shut down for 2 weeks at a time. If not, the brother has to start a whole channel over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but we chilling because we know the game is fixed.
Right.
When you know the game fixed, it's just kind of like, all right, nigga, you can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right. I got something.
Yeah.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. For what if some did not believe? Shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High without effect?
Is it going to stop the prophecies from coming to pass? Are you people coming up against the word saying, I don't believe that? Is it stopping the prophecies from playing out exactly how the Lord said it would?
Right.
Is it stopping Magog
Exactly.
getting it back in that spirit?
Yeah.
Is it? Is it stopping the famine of the actual famine playing out? Is it stopping this truth from going to the four corners? No. So it doesn't matter if you believe. We don't care.
It's like a maze. Every time you try to go around, you know, Esau trying to offset the prophecy. You're trying to offset things. And every time you come right back to the prophecy, like, damn.
Yeah, we can't get around that.
It's a maze.
That's
right
the spirit
back
of Yahawah Shai.
That's right.
Like you said, it's Yahawah Shai that's doing it. That spirit, his spirit is back in the earth through his being.
That's right.
Jeremiah 49:10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself.
Yeah, ass naked out here in these streets. People are seeing you for what you are, man. You're being made, like it says in Obadiah, like it says in Isaiah 47, 2 Thessalonians. You're being revealed, man.
All of it.
Yeah.
Just like
You know, back in the 90s, Jake Rogers, he'll say, get butt naked.
yeah.
That's how the Lord doing you.
that nudge in the rib.
Yeah.
Damn. We're supposed to be brothers.
Give me that shit. But hey, the saints shall take the kingdom, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And that's why it's and what's interesting is like the way we felt coming into the truth was like honey, right?
Yeah.
People acting like he's a damn sour patch with lemons and lime. Because that's how invested our people are in this.
They're invested in we see moms. There's the house niggas. 2/3 of our people is house niggas, man. They're joined unto the wicked. Which is why they're gonna have to perish, man.
People have doing, like you say, going back with Ye and Kyrie. Yeah, they threw all the house niggas up.
Yeah.
You know.
We gotta pay for what this idiot doing.
Yeah, you know. I mean, come on, that shit was so damn scripted, seems like.
Yeah.
You know.
So it's like it's like, bro, the way that the way that it's being set up, you can see how he has all along, you know, has been our enemy. You know, Mr. Whitlock. He's clearly been our enemy, man. Why is it? Because that's something that Jason Whitlock does state, and then other Jake who may be so-called conservative. You know, anytime a so-called black man got something to say, an Israelite man got something to say, it's a problem. Everybody got a fact check. He ain't smart enough, but here it is.
Right.
But here it is. You know, not us per se, but just the nation itself, bro. If we stop any interaction in this place goes down like that. You know, because that's why through the spirit, some certain Jakes they be having that.
Yeah.
Well, first is that blackout bullshit, like on your Instagram.
Yeah.
But it was like years ago. They was like, hey, don't go to work for a day, or don't go buy nothing for a day.
Yeah, they were trying to get all Jake just to boycott and not go to work.
Yeah, right.
It would cripple the economy.
Yeah.
Just for one day of us not doing what he needed us to do, not slaving.
Just a picnic in this place. Yes. So that's why with Biden with that whole rail strike, if they were to go on strike, that costs the U.S. $2 billion a day.
Yeah.
You know,
this is Egypt all over again.
Yeah.
It's the reason Pharaoh didn't want to let us go.
Right.
We kept that economy going.
You don't get half off. Back on you about Egypt. Yeah, when you look at the Civil War, It was a reason why they didn't want to listen to the North and change their industrial business and bring it down here to the South. They were like, man, this is too lucrative.
Yeah.
Like, shit, we make more in a day than y'all probably make in 3 or 4 months.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We get paid. Like, y'all got fucked up.
Free labor. We don't have to pay nobody. We don't have to pay them nothing.
Yeah.
All right, I want to get that word secret places in Jeremiah 49 and 10. The Strong's H 4565 Mashtar. It says a secret place, a hiding place, a perpetration of a crime. It says when you go into the definition of perpetration, it says to bring about or carry out something such as a crime or deception. Woo. It says to produce, perform, or execute something likened to crime. You know, the police are crime. Yeah. In order to dispose of this nigga, man. Yeah. You know?
Hey, I get it. Somebody else can speak it.
Hey, what is he? He's a vagabond, right? Yep. Remember they made that movie? It's was it Harrison Ford in it? The Fugitive?
When Ford, back in the day when you got a new Ford, he had that book in the passages and the International Jew.
Yep.
When they was making those, they was making those old Fords, man. People was getting that book, the International Jew. Out of there, you can't even find that damn book.
That's right.
But to land back on what the brother brought, this is Sirach 10 and 8. It says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by the sea, he defrauds people. That's how he got into power, right? By defrauding people, stealing, and violence, of course, because his blessing was the sword. Okay? The kingdom is translated from one people to another. So again, I'm going to keep saying this shit for the nigga that tweeted that tweet. The importance of knowing you're Israelite is because, hey, there's rulership is attached to it. Dominion over the earth is attached to it. You see? Have you done with your point? Yeah. Okay.
I'll just add to that. When you what is that? Because the several scriptures about the inheritance came out. What is that inheritance, man? So I want to let me bring that out real quick.
Let's do it.
This is Psalms chapter 2, which that inheritance begins with Yahawah, and of course, pursuing the Romans the 8th chapter in verse 17 through that joint heir. You know what I'm saying? Going into with his elect, man. This is Psalms chapter 2, and I'll start at verse 7, and it reads, I will declare the decree, Yahawah Bashem Yahushai hath said unto me, thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Verse 8, ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance.
Woo! It's a reason that we can't be the Israelites.
Right.
Because if we're the Israelites, that means somebody going into slavery.
They know how they treat us.
They do.
They know what they did to us, bro.
See, anybody but you.
They trying to debunk that shit. We gotta debunk this shit. They gotta be stopped like them what is it? I can't remember what the name of that society. It's like talking about them issues.
The AD,
you know what I'm talking about?
The ADL or the
ADM, Anti-Defamation League?
Yes.
Yeah.
Them niggas. Anti-Defamation League.
Well, they the one that said this got to be stopped. When
this
they
shit has to be stopped.
It gotta be
they made a
stopped.
whole article, and they named all the, you know what's funny? When they made that article about the Israelites, they named all the groups except for us.
For us, yep.
They know if they talk about the true men of the Lord, once you start to try to go, people gonna go look one, but two, once you start to move on the Lord's men, the Lord is gonna move.
That's right.
And they're like, we got to be careful because they know the promises too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
that's why they being very careful about how they'll mention they'll put these niggas on TV.
Right. Is your mic okay?
Your lights looking good. There you go. Go get out there, Nate. Look, they is not gonna put any of the brothers with great mill stuff, bro. Because that once people look, they're gonna, bro. When you first saw the Great Millstone video, what was one of your first thoughts?
Oh, like, man.
My thought was, let me go, because Apostle Hart said, go look that shit up yourself. So I'm going to look at shit. This is what people would go through. They would be like, oh shit, it's true. That's true. No, that can't be. Oh, that shit, that's true.
In there.
But once that happens, bro, anybody with a brain cell, and especially the river, they're going to be like, bro, this is the truth. They cannot allow, and then on top of that, we use the name. They can't have people out here calling them the name.
It's over.
Yeah, bro. They have to be very careful about mentioning the actual biblical book.
Right.
Now it's okay then. We don't mind them putting up all those other groups because, like Elder Yahawah said, man, a lot of those groups are gonna be a shield for us.
Right.
They begin to roll, they're gonna be like a human shield. You know?
So back in Psalms, the 2nd chapter, going into that inheritance, this is verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. To that's what's attached, homie, big dummy. It says, and the uttermost part of the earth for thy possession, man, in which that's the entire inhabited earth, man. That's right. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, and Charleston White, when we receive the heathen for an inheritance, then we might slap a white woman. Alright? That nigga said in the interview, they got that standing in the bucket, they ain't out there slapping no white women.
Right.
What is he talking about?
Like, no,
that's the nigga though. You know what I mean?
be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove.
Yeah, bro.
We gotta move like Clark Kent out here.
Yeah, but that nigga set up too though.
Yeah.
He's an informant.
Homie. I'm with that.
I seen the Jake doing the impression of the nigga. He got the eye wander and everything down. Yeah, man, Jake.
He got into it with Jake over there in the south. I think over South Dallas.
Yeah.
Called the cops, bro. Tons of Jake. Yeah, bro.
And they show right up. Now let me ask you a question. When you see Jake call the police and they show right up.
Right.
2 hours, 3 hours later.
Yeah, them niggas showed up within minutes.
Yeah. Bro, they don't even show up for domestic abuse a lot of times. That's a current. They like, look, man, we get that call every day. If it ain't a damn death experience, ain't nobody bleeding to lay it out.
But even our people, he's funny. He's a funny guy. Yeah. But our people, they love to cling on to these Jakes. They got Esau hand up their back.
Yeah.
How long before you realize you're not supposed to trust your enemy, man?
That's right.
How long you simple one little simplicity?
Yeah. That was it on that you had in Psalms?
I just want that point about the inheritance.
Oh, you had one?
This is Psalms 140, and verse 1, it says, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man. Preserve me from the violent man, which imagine mischief in their hearts continually. Are they gathered together for war?
Yeah, so you got to ask yourself, who is this violent man? Who is this man that's going to, because now that we established this at the beginning of the lesson, that Jacob is going to be the one that's being redeemed.
That's right.
Who is this violent man that has a quarrel with Jacob? It's Esau, ain't it?
That's right.
It's that same spirit that was in Cain.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead, brother.
And Whitlock, he trying to say it's within you.
Nah, nigga. Yeah, we a problem. But there's a nigga that's the antagonist in the movie.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly. Who's allowed?
Yeah. And again, the people that are going to be attacking Jacob have dominion over the earth at the time.
Yeah.
They're the people that control the infrastructure of how society moves forward. We don't. So yeah, 2/3 of our people, they're wicked ass niggas. They're the same spirits that were murmuring in the wilderness.
Yep.
The same spirits that said crucify him, crucify him. Yeah. The same spirits in Sodom and Gomorrah. The same spirits that were killing the prophets. But there are people that are set against us.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Back in 140, Psalm 140, verse 3, it says, they have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Salah. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my going.
If somebody can get 2 Thessalonians 2, you know what I want. And then I'm also read real quick Ezekiel 35:5 because there's a people who still have a deep hatred for us.
That's right.
If you had to, all the nations hate us. If you had to say who is the main nation that just don't fuck with Jacob, who would it be? By a landslide, it's Esau.
That's right.
And Jason Whitlock, he don't want to accept that.
Yeah.
Right?
So he signed his check.
Yeah. That's what he's still getting that. He's still getting a little okay, you know.
And I seen that, if I may, I seen that on one of those shorts. You know, the community shorts where they had that little thing.
Yeah.
And he was asking a question, how would the so-called black man benefit under the leadership under the white man or under the black man, right?
Yeah.
When you read down the comments, well, I get the rest of my femininity while the white man is in power, or they they sign our checks, this and that. So that's the thought. That's the thought of our so-called women. That's the thought of our so-called men.
Yeah, and there's a movie that came out on Netflix yesterday. I don't know the name of it. I told my people to cut that shit off. There's this Italian guy, you know, he was Sicilian in the movie. You know, they go back to Jake. But it was a white dude in the movie. And a sister was married to him, and it's a love story, and they happy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I'm looking them online, all the damn nigga movies. It's like, oh, I love this movie.
Yeah.
Any blue collar Italian guys like chocolate? That's what these women saying. I'm like, you fucking bitches, they're infatuated with the devil.
Yeah.
They're infatuated with that, with having. But this nigga, first of all, this white man don't want you.
Yeah.
You're just a sexual item.
Right.
And when this shit go down, he not gonna have your back. Their government assistance is gonna be gone.
Yeah. It's already left.
Yeah.
Eviction is going up.
Yeah. That's you gonna be the first. You gonna be the one to catch the worst of it.
Right.
You understand? That white woman tricks you into this damn sex battle, this gender war, whatever you want to call it. When the shit go down, that white man gonna look out for that white woman, so to speak. The Edomites gonna look after the Edomites. All the nations gonna look out for each other. But we ain't gonna be looking out for your raggedy ass unless the Lord send one of y'all. But really, probably ain't gonna happen. Okay? Majority of the women that's gonna be saved is gonna be from other places.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah. Somebody you don't know saving them, or you eating that night. Choosing eating that night.
The sisters that do get saved, and that's, you know, of course, there's gonna be sisters that saved out of Babylon.
Exactly.
But that shit is far in between.
Really?
That's why we say a few sisters that listen. And even amongst those that listen, there's a few amongst the few that's actually walking upright.
Right. Sorry.
Damn, what was I reading? Ezekiel 35:5. Yeah. Ezekiel got on that damn nigga woman, boy. nigga write an essay about their ass every time. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, meaning non-stop, and has shed the blood of the children of Israel, who shed our blood the most, who's still shedding our blood in heaps today. It's a checklist to identify this man, right? By the force of the sword, whose blessing was the sword. So, okay, who's shedding our blood? Who's shedding the children of Israel's blood? Okay, whoever's doing that. They're doing it by the sword. Damn, well, whose blessing was the sword?
Right.
Oh, that's Esau. Oh, the nigga's still here. Vocab.
Let's not forget. It's certain stuff that goes under the radar when them judges be in power, man. Niggas be holding Jake hostage, raping him, all type of shit. Getting kickbacks to send younger Jake to the penitentiary, man.
Right, and then on top of that, you must remember 800,000 children go missing, and it's majority Israelite children go missing in America every year. Have you ever seen what 100? Have you been to a Cowboys game? You seen 100,000 people? What that looks like? How could you hide 800,000 people?
Niggas sacrificing them, feeding them to your ass.
Yeah.
Niggas eating McDonald's, man. You eat fucking people, man.
And then a pop star pop up out of nowhere who just went East, all the Esau shit. That nigga probably was groomed from a child. Those little plants.
Yeah.
They probably some of those missing children. They just pop up. Right?
You got some talent, or you gonna get 8? Which one?
Which one you want to do?
What you want to do?
Come on, Javon.
Damn. All right. By the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had it in. They took it too far. Verse 6. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. So that's why it's such a scramble for it. We got to debunk these niggas. Because it can't be, if it's them and it goes through, that's our ass.
Right.
So that's why they'll put a damn Moabite priest up on TV to talk about us. That don't even make sense.
Right.
You know what I mean? Goddamn Moabite woman up there.
That was confusion.
What the fuck are we doing? With nobody even, you know, a nigga in the world, that's
Nigga didn't even watch
it's all that, okay, there's nothing wrong with strange about this. You know what I mean?
That's some Moab.
Oh, this is crazy. But yeah, this is how we receive justice right here.
Right.
Not by getting much fiat currency in our pocket, not by marching, not by, you know, circling a damn basketball game.
Right.
This,
Right.
all right? This is how we receive justice. I called for something, I can't remember what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, God damn it. But this is how we receive justice, man.
Right.
Not all these other carnal ways. We went into all those precepts about what it looks like to build your riches in the kingdom of heaven. That's what you should be focused on. Just focus on that. Keep it simple. You understand? Y'all go ahead. I'm trying to remember what I called.
This is Psalms 137, verse 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem said, raise it even to the foundation thereof." Like you said, that's going to the what? They were saying what? Burn it, destroy it.
Yeah.
Like you said, like 70 AD.
Yeah.
Those are Edomites.
Yeah. And all the medical atrocities and experiments that Eve performed, a lot of Jake will kind of gloss over that, because even with the whole the Tuskegee experiment, they were like, well, Jake signed up for it. But yeah, bro, Jake was probably under the impression something else Esau said too.
That's what Esau always does. You got to remember that they're Satanists.
Yeah.
Okay, what do Satanists believe? They believe that they're free of the judgment for getting people to do something if they tell them what they're doing.
Right.
I seen a short with Tate. He says a lot of true shit.
Yeah.
He don't believe in the Lord, so he does.
Yeah.
But you know, he says a lot of true shit. He says Satanists. He said if I say free apples and I don't tell you that I poison them, I'm gonna receive judgment for that.
Yeah.
But if I say free apples, they're poison, and you eat them, you can sin it. I told you that.
Yeah.
So that's what this devil will do. He'll put things in his movies. He'll put things out there, and they'll say, "Oh, that's conspiracy theory." He's not saying it's not true.
Right.
He said it's a conspiracy theory.
Right. And then what it is with that whole conspiracy theory is they wrong. That means two or more agree.
And what the fuck? Everybody's conspiring to something.
Yeah. Right. Bro, if people who pay attention to football, your diehard Dallas Cowboy fans, hey, they conspiring them niggas, which they not. Going to the Super Bowl this year. But they conspiring. Two or more agree, right?
But not to talk about he and me now.
But y'all, you know what I mean? You know, and it's just interesting because it's like when people throw those words out, like, y'all, you guys are conspiracy theorists. Yeah, we all agree. Yeah, the Lord is a so-called black man. Okay, the Father of our Lord in heaven, right, and our Lord and Savior Yahawah Mashiach. Yeah, they black men and they gon'.
This devil always projecting.
Yeah.
He's the main conspiracy theorist. Yeah. This nigga is conspiring. In Psalms 83, it tells you that all the nations are conspiring against us.
Conspiracy theory, but when it's something that becomes out to be true and a fact, you take that theory off.
Yeah.
It's just a damn.
They put it all on Fox News, CNN. They said 2 years later. Well, it's come out that some of the serpent's brood, the shots, the jabs, may have caused immune deficiency syndrome.
Yeah.
And then I'm driving today on the radio. Get your Omicron shot. It's like, nigga, didn't y'all rough riders.
Right.
It's like, nigga, didn't we just establish that shot had, you know, bad effects, and you got all these people dropping dead. You got people 30 years old, 25 years old, dropping dead from heart attacks. 2 years after, they made that mandate, hey, you got to get this to work, da-da-da. And then the leading scientists, which all just started dying too, right? They said, hey, people take this stuff, they're going to die within 2 to 5 years. And look what's happening. We're 2 years out, and you're seeing all these people drop dead. The first batch of people that took it over there in China, you had the incidents of like 50 of them drop dead. What? Come on now. Healthy. Well, they ain't healthy because they eat octopus. What you get when they hit me up? Moab ain't gonna be in the kitchen. You know what I mean? But yeah, young people just dropping dead in that fashion. That doesn't strike you as strange.
Right.
There's nobody stop and think, this is strange. Maybe this is a result of something that happened, that took place in mass.
That's right, yeah.
When they did the autopsies, did they go through the records and say, okay, all these people got the JAB? No, they was like, oh, that's strange. Oh, she dropped dead. They just went to the next thing.
Natural causes. He's 30, but it's natural causes.
Right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And the brother here,
Athlete.
one of the main brothers in our camp, Elder Aranasi, you know, he mentioned that, you know, he's been getting reports that here in Dallas that there's been an uptick in young people dying of heart attacks. So you got to think to yourself, man, who's the real conspiracy theorist?
Right.
Who's really conspiring against who?
Right.
You know? You guys got any closing appreciate it. Yeah, man. So look, we covered a bunch of various topics, man, but Lord willing, it was edifying. And get your head out your ass.
That's right.
All right. So with that being said, we'll give all praises once more to
Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakapadash.
want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, taught us the truth to rule well. And want to say shalom to all the brothers and of course the few sisters who are pursuing this truth with sincerity, man. May the blessing of election be upon your house. Shalom.
Shalom.
Woo. What y'all think?